Hello folks, I'm Alex, this is Alex Unabridged, and today I'm delighted to announce Trash Tales, a new anthology of trashy fiction, and we're open for submissions. So welcome back to the channel if that is the case. Yes, I'm very excited today to announce this new anthology of trashy fiction that is being put together by Olly over at Olly and myself for publication next August. So today, as well as announcing the project, we are also putting out a call for submissions. This collection will be called Trash Tales, and it'll work in a similar way to Garbology. I loved being a part of Garbology and being included as a writer in this collection. I was hoping that there was going to be a second volume. Troy did an amazing job pulling all of this together with Olly. So all respect and thanks to him for all of his hard work. But when I asked Troy whether he was planning another round of Garbology, he told me that he wasn't. But that perhaps I should drop Olly a line myself and see if he fancied another go at another anthology, this time with me as the editor and publisher. So I did just that. And after bashing out some plans, Trash Tales was born. So the stories in the collection will be selected by Olly and myself, and we'll work together to come up with the layout and the design of the finished book. Olly will be managing the publicity and marketing side of things, and it will be edited by me. This couldn't have come at a better time for me. I'm just this year making a career change and entering the world of freelance editorial work. I'm a member of the CIEP, which is the Chartered Institute of Editors and Proofreaders, which is the main professional body for editorial professionals in the UK. And I'm currently in the middle of completing all the professional training that they offer to get me fully up to speed as a proofreader and editor, a copy editor. I'll have all of that training completed by the end of the year. I will also have some editorial and proofreading experience under my belt, and I will have launched a new editorial services business. So yeah, this is perfect timing for me to have a big project in the works for next year. So what are we looking for then for Trash Tales? Short fiction of a trashy nature that is 5,000 words maximum in length and previously unpublished. So this could be a short story, but we, are more than happy to accept pieces of flash fiction, micro fiction even. The length is up to you entirely. It's just the 5,000 words is the maximum, absolute maximum limit. It can be in pretty much any category or genre that we might all consider a bit trashy. And trashy, of course, is not a derogatory term. It is used with endearment. It is about fun, accessible, entertaining fiction. Submission deadline is the 31st of December 2024. Just one submission per author, please. But some ideas for genres, categories, etc. that you might want to consider. These are very similar to Garbology with a few added extras. So we've got naughty nurses and sexy shifters. So that's spicy or sweet category romance. One-man armies, so men's adventure. The wild and sometimes weird westerns. Trashy tales of terror, cheesy horror featuring creepy kids, killer animals, mutants, monsters, etc. Science fiction shenanigans, alien invaders, technology gone haywire, that sort of thing. Crime pulp, that sort of thing. Gritty detective fiction, real world setting or with an added twist of something supernatural or paranormal or occult. Mystery solving moggies, cozy crime involving animals, baked goods, knitting, such like. And level up, So lit RPGs, which are literary role-playing game stories. What aren't we looking for then? No blatant pornography, please, including sort of torture porn. No fan fiction or adaptations, unless the source material is in the public domain. So nothing that is kind of a current IP, but if you want to, adapt or do fan fiction of something that is out of copyright, then that's fine. And the other thing that we're not looking for is any content that is solely created using artificial intelligence. We want to see your creativity, not that of a computer model. But we acknowledge that AI can be extremely useful as a tool to support the writing process, be it for checking spelling and grammar, brainstorming, coming up with character names, place names, or assisting with elements of the planning phase of writing. We're happy to receive submissions from writers who've implemented AI in these sorts of ways, but the concept and the prose should be your own fabulous creation, please. Your story should be fun and interesting to read, competently written, so checked for spelling, punctuation and grammar, etc., and of interest to fans of trashy fiction in general. Any profits that we make after expenses will be donated to UK and US literacy charities, much like with Garbology. As well as asking for submissions from the fabulous BookTube community, we'll also be opening up submissions to outsiders. So if you've got any writing buddies who aren't part of the BookTube community who might be interested in submitting to this, then please spread far and wide. And that's a note on the title as well, Trash Tales. Whilst it will be the official publication, if you like, of Garb August 2025, we want to make it kind of easier to publicise and market to readers outside of the BookTube community and outside of the sort of the Garb August community. So yeah, if we can market it far and wide, then fingers crossed, we should be able to make a decent amount to donate to the charities. As I say, the collection will be published by me via my newly established indie press, which is called Kilter and Rammel. So why Kilter and Rammel then? When I was a kid back in the 1980s, my favourite part of the week was going to spend my 20 pence pocket money on what my mum always referred to as a bag of Rammel. This was a bag of penny sweets, pick and mix basically, selected from a plethora of options behind a glass counter in the local post office. So this is fizzy cola bottles, foam shrimps, white chocolate mice that weren't really chocolates at all, jelly snakes, licorice, that sort of thing. It's affordable and accessible candy, a mixed bag of delight. Rammel comes from an old Lincolnshire dialect saying, although I think it is also found in other dialects in the UK, and that's nowt but kilter and rammel, which means nothing but a load of rubbish. So trash, basically. What my mum meant when she said a bag of Rammel was a mishmash of fun, sugary delight that, whilst probably not being great for my physical health, was great for the soul. I loved it because it never meant that I had to restrict myself to any one sweet, and I got so much bang for my buck. And that's what I want my publishing ventures, Trash Tales obviously being part of that, and my own writing to be. A selection of entertaining stuff that delivers a sweet experience for readers. Stuff in a variety of genres, styles, and working with a diverse range of authors. The focus is on fun, entertaining and accessible fiction. I want to publish, write, champion the entertaining, trashy, quirky sort of stuff that I want to read. So there's a bit of background on Kilter and Rammel. So the full submission guidelines are now live on Kilter and Rammel's website and on Olly's site as well. Links are in the description, and you'll find further information in those submission guidelines about things like the legal side of things and the full timeline for the project, and bits of more info on me and my background on the website, so do feel free to take a look around. If you've got any questions about submitting, please email them to us at trashtalesanthology@gmail.com. I will pop that email address in the description as well. And we'll collate them all and I will answer them in a video. I'll just do one video and answer all of the questions that have come in. Basically, I'll probably do that in a couple of weeks or so. We absolutely want to encourage submissions from those of you who might not have written anything before or submitted anything before. I think that was one of the great things about Garbology, is it's a great mix of authors who have published before, self-published, traditionally published in magazines, and those of us who hadn't been published before, myself included. So we do really want to be, to create a safe space for you to have a go and submit something, even if you haven't done anything before. If there's anything you are unsure about with any part of the process, do drop us a message and we will be happy to help. So I think that's all the pertinent info on submissions for now. More information on the project will of course come in due course over the next few months in future videos from both me and Olly. Get your thinking caps on, get planning those trashy stories, and do send us your questions. There are no silly questions. You can ask us anything that you want about it and we will be happy to answer. So that will do from me today then, folks. I am super excited to be a part of this. I'm really looking forward to working with Olly on it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you lovely folks send us to read by the end of the year. Thank you very much for watching today, but from me, for now, that's ta-ra.